Moo, hello, am I live? Do y'all hear me? That was such a weird intro. Um, I'm very confused, but I was messing with StreamYard. I will start out by saying that. I was messing around and I added some things. Cliffy will have to talk later. Moo, hi everybody. It is my Mock Tuesday on a Monday. I will be busy tomorrow, so I'm streaming today. Let's start out with our channel sponsor, theminifigclub.com. Go check them out. Get your first monthly subscription for 25% off using the code word MooCow25 at checkout. This month's theme, as we probably already seen, is waffled of a theme. And I really like waffles, so we're going to see what we can come up with. The last few streams have been weird. I did not realize I was going to go fishing right off the bat, but I did, and we caught a nice big 10-pounder. That was really. I had a lot of fun. I did record a bit. I might actually throw it up. I don't know. So we'll see. But let's get that down. Moo, hello. This month's theme, again, is waffles. It's brought to us from TMC crew member Gabe. And it says, Rise and shine, builders. It's breakfast time. This month, your minifigs are cooking up something delicious. Will they be whipping up stacks of fluffy goodness, setting the perfect table, or serving a feast fit for a brunch king? It's all up to you, chef. So fire up your creativity and get to building. We can't wait to see what's on the menu. So that is this month's theme. I am so confused. Hi, still not home, Cow. No, you're good, dude, but I added some stuff. StreamYard updated. It's really cool. Hey, wait. Since you're there on your phone, tell me if you can hear this. It's a new applauding. Yes? No? Let me know. If you heard the applause, let me know. Because it was actually downloaded in StreamYard. It's a StreamYard feature now. So we are of course already building into this mock. I was going to start the walls last week, and that is what we're doing this week. I have to get that done so we can potentially put a roof onto this. I'm not sure. So that's kind of where we're at with it tonight. I do have a few things to go over real quick. Yes. Okay, cool. Yes, that's a new feature. It's under sounds now. Um, so last week we basically added in the window and the doorway. I have sourced a few pieces, and as you can see, I put a few on already. For that, I'm not sure what to do there. I mean, we could put some like some tiles there as like pictures and stuff. Like a few ideas were thrown out there. That's about the best I can do with that idea. With having some type of picture type of deal. This week we're going to work on the wall, and I have the reason why it's prefabricated like this, because I have an idea, and as you can see, it's a plate high and a a plate high and a tile high, and right here it's a tile. We'll see that in a minute. So we got Mr. and Mrs. Gingerbread here having a lovely coffee. Looks like Mr. Gingerbread lost his coffee. That's okay. We got plenty. We also have baby gingerbread. Baby gingerbread, the idea was thrown to me to put it in the stroller. As I was trying to earlier, it doesn't quite fit in the stroller. If you have an idea, let me know. My idea was to get one of the new, and I'm going to have to go looking for it, but it basically looks like this, but it's curved. And so it has the pole, it has the insert there. Oh, you know what? This one might work too, because given that it's a tile, oh my gosh, I just solved the mystery. And I was going to use the curved one to make the baby kind of come out. But honestly, that's about as good as we're going to get, yo. And I kind of like that. That's cute. So, little baby will be sitting here at the end of the table. I do want to modify this at some point to have at least one stool, if not another, on the other side of baby. Over here, I have an idea. We're going to introduce Mr. Policeman. This guy, he's got, he's got the little chops on him. Yes. Oh, come on now. Don't start this. Oh, there he is. Okay, so he's going to have his little coffee. And actually, we're going to have him over here. And he'll... Yeah, I got to modify that too. Basically, he'll be turned this way a little bit so we can still see him. Sipping his little cup of joe. He's on break, having a donut. Where's Brett? He's going to have a donut, and he's going to sit here and watch the gingerbread people. Oh, uh-oh. Hey, baby landed, okay? I don't want to hear nothing. It was in front of the cop even, okay? So, anyways, he's going to sit there. He's going to do that. Or we can have this guy. We haven't named him yet. He's good looking. I like him. He got a nice big old cup of joe. We can have him handing him the coffee. Because we also have this lady. We also didn't name her yet. We can have her over here working this side. And I also, as we can see here, does anybody have a clue as to what this teal window could be from? I'll give you one hint. Grimm's barn. I had an idea that we can have a little serving window here between them and the kitchen staff here, because we do have two kitchen staff that we want to kind of put back in here a little bit somehow. At least one in the window. That was the idea for that. We can build it out halfway, put some tile halfway, so that way it's like a serving table ish, because it is it's 2 wide. It's 3. Wow, 2.5, 3, something like that. So it is quite big, but it will be built into the wall, so that way that serving table makes more sense. So that way we can only see so much back there instead of seeing such a big gap, because this would have to, in order of sense, it would kind of have to be down low back here. But so that's about where we're at. We're going to build some walls. Next up is the walls, of course. I have an idea. This is not the last product as to what's going on here, but this is just to kind of show y'all what's in my head if my camera would work with me. What's up, Dusty? Moo. Moo, moo, moo. So, my wall idea will have 2 windows, because we honestly kind of would like to see the gingerbread people sitting at their table, okay? What's up, AC? Moo. So the wall will definitely have 2 also Grimm's barn windows, and a stud gap, because there is a stud gap with the table between them. So that's fine. That works out perfect. So the other thing I wanted to do with my wall was I wanted it to swing out. So yes, the windows are still too short. I realize that. That's fine. I could do 1 big window, but I kind of like this idea with 2, because it's such a small area in the front. I kind of want more detail with the 2. And I did try the 1, but the 1, being that there is a stud gap in between, with the 1, I would have to modify it, so that way I can get that even coverage. So I like this even coverage there. Yeah, so I wanted it to swing out so that way we can still see them. So the idea here, I'm not throwing much movement or lighting at all really into this mock this month. The last few mocks I have been throwing lights and movement into. This one is a little different for me. I wanted to go smaller. I wanted to throw in some detail, and I wanted to have at least 1 functioning wall, if not all of them, in there. So kind of already have an idea going. These are our 2 walkways, of course. We do have to decide if we're putting a wall here for aesthetics. I believe we should. Maybe this is, you know what, Dusty? let me get my dang camera situated, and then I will tell you this idea. This camera and I are going to become very good friends by the end of the night. Okay. You know what, Dusty? I like your one big window idea. We might actually, don't test me. Get back to focus. Okay, we're putting this down. There you go. Thank you. Just look at a clear picture for 1 second while I explain this. um, we can use the one big window here, and even more towards the back area a little bit, just to kind of give him, even when it's opened, if we have to go that route, just to give him a little window of sight into the picture. That's kind of my idea. You see where I'm going with that? So I like the one big window idea right there. Great idea. Thank you. This will be the one, the serving window back here. I do have a few parts sourced, so that way we can get trucking. Yeah. So now that my 13-minute spiel is over, how's everybody doing? I need a drink. It's Labor Day. I realize that now. I hope everybody is safe. Let's start out by saying that. Oh, here's an idea. We got to remove some people for a sec. The gingerbread people, they can stay. We got to name the little ginger baby at least. What's up, Miss Heather? Moo. We got to name the little baby at least. Dang, that doesn't go perfect. That sucks. I was thinking like this could be, like Village Inn. Like this could be like the dome case where they have all their pies. You know what I'm saying? But like that just looks funky as hell. And I don't know if I like that. That takes up a lot of surface area and I don't like it. So there we go. Here we go. We're going to build up some walls, get that going. And I grabbed a few of these because we are going to actually come up above it. I do want to put a roof if I can, at least a slab on top. 16. Oh no, and then I just broke it off. And then that way, when this comes out, man, I don't know. See, if I put the slab on top, we can't see down into it for one, unless I, modularize that. And then for two, I'm not adding lighting, or I wasn't planning to. So if I was adding a roof or a slab on top, we could slide in some lighting to give it that feature. We might look into that. But I got to move those. Yeah, I got to move those. You see what I mean? Like, I'm going to give you the best I can straight. Like, you see what I mean? Their heads are just bigger than the window. I kind of want to raise the window up maybe another brick, if not 2 plates. And then, of course, up here, I got to work this in. I'm going to start here. Let's get building. Oh, that's why I grabbed these. Look, I've been sorting a little bit. These are all my 1x studs. Some are modified. I tried to pick them out, but I need a white square. White square. There we go. Okay. Throw that guy in there, and now I need a tile right here. Right here. So, since I did tile that up by 2 plates, you see, 1 plate tile, I may or may not actually tile that down in there. I might actually turn it black, if anything, if I do tile it down in there. Because, honestly, yes, you do see down into it. You know what? Final call, we are going to retile that. Look at how good that does. Oh, I love that. Ooh, the satisfaction of the click. Okay, okay. I had a really good day today. I ended up getting to see my kids, and I say that like that because originally I wasn't going to be able to, but I did get to see my kids today. So we're not going up a brick high. Y'all want to see what I'm talking with? Here, look. We'll go with the 3x right here on this guy. 3x on this guy. Then we'll put the window. Now the window's too tall. So we got to go down one plate. Definitely. Oh, that's so good. Oh, I love it. I do have big panel windows we could have put in here, like McDonald's. I don't know. I was more set on building a wall. Hmm. You know what? Now that you say that, maybe it'll be something that I can alternately build. Um, Let me get some plates. I realized that I still did not clean out my drawers in front of me. Yeah, there you go. There's your sound clip to clip. Um, and I still have a few. Dang, I used them all. I still have a few 1x4 up here in my. These 2x. No, there's some 1x's. And 1x4 in white. Perfect. Right on cue. Actually, that whole wall has to come up. Right? Yeah, we said 2 plates. Ooh, 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 ooh. Idea. Window ledge. Yes? No? Somebody comment. Window ledge? Oh, look at that. Oh, I love that. Let's get in there. Let's try one more plate up because we're still not quite to her face. We're about to her shoulders. So let me try going one plate up. Is there an 8x that I can use? 1x8. Oh, say it and it shall appear. Somebody give me $1,000,000,000,000. I'm kidding. This guy and this guy. Now, let's see what we're working with. Yes. Oh, ledge could work. Okay. All right. I see you. Oh, oh, snap. We got 2 peoples in the window. Oh, snap. I just broke the freaking wall. Let's put this toe here. Let's do this. We're going to, okay, no, I do. I have more white hinges, so that way up through it, like right here, is a perfect spot. Look, I was just thinking, man, I got to find a 1x2. I have a bag of them here. Got to find a white 1x2. But look, this is a perfect spot to put the second hinge for this. What's up, hobby? Hey, you busy? You got Wi-Fi? You want to come on? I put this window too far away. Okay, now this it's going to look a little odd. Are we okay with this? Should I build more here? Oh wait, that's got to be a 3. I had the dang 3. Oh, it's right here. I tell you what. Okay, here's the wall. Okay, are we okay with this? You see how it's uneven now? I would have to modify it and not use a 2 by here. That mock is looking amusing. Yes, thank you. Got the window action. Yeah. McDonald's ain't got nothing on me. Talk about serve window. We got a serve wall. Okay, I need a brick and a plate. 1x2 plate and a brick. And these guys. Ah, snap though. We're going to have to build this table into the wall. Look what I just ran into. It goes over half the plate. Not ideal. Yes, I agree. It was throwing me off too. Yeah, it's a 6 by plate, that's why. We may not have to do it that way. I have another idea that honestly might work a lot better. That's 2, 5. I'd have to find a 1x5. In white. I don't think I have a 1x5 in white. You know what? If I do, it's off-brand Lego and it's on the Grinch. Come here, boy. Not me over here ripping the Grinch's head apart to find parts. Yo, it's almost Christmas. What are you doing? There's 1x3. Oh, ho, ho, what did I tell you? What did I say, huh? Look at what I just found on the Grinch's head. A white 1x5. Man, I am good. Okay, I know what we're doing with the ledge. Let's start there. In fact, we're going to, yeah, let's start there. And then we'll figure out this table issue. Okay, okay. Let's grab this piece and this piece. You know what? We could double up. Hold on. I'm away from the mic real quick. You know what? It's fine. I was trying to find two by slopes, inverted slopes, but we're just going to use its little brother there. Let me clear off the bricks. Boom, boom. Okay. We're going to swap out this guy here. That's a main brick, though, for that whole slider. We're going to have to use this to glue it together. We're going to have to brick it together, glue it together with the 1x8 or bigger. Yeah, because I want to add this like that, like that. Oh, that's some good clutch. Oh, yeah, that's some good clutch. Love it. Okay. And these would sit here. So, yeah, that's where that brick would be. And then the taller slider would be there. But we could just leave that, the 2x slider right here, and build it into this section, and at least have a roof section here or something. At least build this in, make this sturdy to this section, and then have this, the rest of this wall here. Because what's the point in showing y'all the back of her seat when you already kind of get the idea, you know? That honestly has to be a wall. So I like that idea better. And this will go here. And this is where we need to use the 1x8 or bigger. This guy would go here. Yeah. Oh, that's perfect right there. We need a brick right through the middle. There we go. See, I did not, I left the gate, gap, the gate. I left the gate open, I guess. 1x3, just like show. You snap that guy on there. Boom. Just like that, you got a good looking little even ledge. What you say? There you go. There you go. Now we can decorate that. Bam. Oh, yes. I like that. And it opens. Now we can see them. What's up, Will? Yes. It's actually, is it perfect height? Nope. See, we got to go up one more brick. Sorry. Dang. You know what we could do? We could have another 1x8 on the bottom to clip in all of that, honestly. Let's search down here. Yes, thank you. Yes, okay. Now we got that up another plate. Let's check it. That's perfect. Let me get it the best I can for y'all. You see what I mean? We're kind of at there. Let me kind of get it level. We're kind of at their head height. Let me compare a minifig. Yeah, that's not too bad. Main picture is if we can get it to, you know what I could do? I could swap this to a 1x instead of having the 2x round nougat like that. We're going to find my tiles and I will swap it to either a nougat or a brown colored table, just 1x4 sitting right here. So that way we can build the rest of this wall in. What is up, Miss Dina? Moo. I am live. I have to work on my mock tonight because I may not be around tomorrow. So facts are facts, right? I'm kidding. And then over here, we're going to slide this puppy in. That would be that wall. Bam. Well, bam. That's looking so good. So good. So good. So good. Okay. Build the middle out. Now, if you're ever low on one buys, the square 1x1s, you get a Technic round, and you turn it to the side in between two structures, and they'll never know that it's not solid. They'll never know. Oh, look at it from the back. Hey. Look at that. The diner is coming together. We'll work on the table in a little bit. Got the chefs over here. We'll put them there. We got to get. I think I messed up here because now there's that 1x8. But we can. That doesn't. I was just trying to fill that gap, and it just kind of worked out to be there. But that doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't have to go there. It can go anywhere, really. We can put a stud there. What do we got here? 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Let me grab one more silver dollar. I'm kidding. Yo, I like touch bags and lose them. That's my ADHD. FYI, Cal, I voted for you last night. Thank you. I voted for Cliffy. Sorry, Miss Heather. It's the truth. I really did. I didn't like vote in the poll, no, but like, you had a good dang mock. I'm telling you. You did too. You both did. Come on, get in there, little lassie. Yes, look at this. Now she's sturdy and dirty. I mean, working. Look at all that texture on the front. It looks like an old building with all the plate texture going in and out of it. I know my lights are bleeding it out now, but the pictures will tell. The pictures will tell. There is a gap here on the corner. I'm fine with it. No, internally I'm not. But at least I tiled it over in white, so it kind of makes sense down there, right? But that way the hinges can open straight, smooth. I don't have to have a double wall. It can just be single and open. I love that. Oh man, no longer makes the clicking sound, but it's sturdy and smooth. And let's continue. Anyways, yeah. So that's perfect for them to look out of. That's perfect height for a window. Essentially, that's two bricks, and a plate high for where they're at. Okay, let's get some parts out of the way we're not using at the moment. We are building this wall. I do need this. We are going to use this over here. We'll put that there. We need this guy here. Actually, I want to build this wall back here. So let's put in this lady over here. I hope y'all are enjoying this. I am. Yes, yes, okay. Well, lady, you're going to have to work with me until I can put some plates under you. Maybe we should tile the inside too. I don't know. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. That is too big. I do want it one behind him also. So we have to have 2, 4, 6, 8. I need the 8 in my hand. I could have just done that. 8 and then a 2 by. And that way we start to get our kitchen wall. We could curve it like we did here. You know what? Just let me find another curve real quick. Yeah. Well, that's a little high. We'll go 2 by right now. Okay, so what I did here, as you can see, is we have the counter curve, and now we got the back room curve of the kitchen. Yes? No? Maybe? I like it. Put this guy here. Then we can figure out what we're doing there. Because I still don't know. I do want to put this window over here somewhere. So let's get that rolling. Where are we going to have you? But it should. Let's get this right. I need it to be. Let's go 2 plates high. So 1 brick, 2 plates. Let's try that. What do we got here? 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Okay. 1 brick and 2 plates. I think that's what I said. What do you got over here? Well, what's up, Johnny G? Moo. Moo, 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 moo. What did I say I needed? A 1 by 6. Thank you. La 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 la. Finding 1 by 4s, I need a 1 by 6. Are you my key? Yeah, you're a 1 by 8. Yes, I'm finding 2 1 by 8s. Those should be coming in handy. Oh ho ho. Well, come on. I could just make a 1 by 6. Might as well. Oh, I found a 1 by 3. All right. Man, I hit my head. All right, we're making a 1 by 6. Overlap them. And then we'll put this guy here. And put it this way. Yeah. Nah, we need 2 plates. What are you thinking, silly? I want to swap them. Well, that was dumb of me. What did I do? Need another 1 by 2. That guy. Okay. Let's try that. What do we think on that? I'm just trying to get it just barely over her head because we're going to have, well, we honestly should have the serving platform no bigger than what my finger is back there. And then that much window. So about a brick, that's about 2 plates where my finger's at. Just so that way it's just barely higher than this counter. And then you can barely see back in here. So then this guy back here would have to be up on the platform a bit to see him, no? We'd at least have to tile it back in there. There's 2 by. We can tile that. So with him, now he'd be able to see. Yeah. That's about where it should be. I like it. I'm really liking it. Um, let's take that guy out of there. Let's take her out of there and him, since we know where we're at. Drink break. Dying. I'm dying here. Someone call a medic. Who should we? Okay, so we got the cop sitting over here, right? Maybe we should have a secondary cop standing in the doorway coming to meet his buddy. Right? I mean, like cops and donuts and diners, but like a waffle, like this is no Waffle House, but it's Cow's Waffle House. You know what I'm saying, dog? Um, oh, that's perfect to go right there. Did y'all see what I just did? Taking out that, bam. Wow. Where were you my whole life? Okay, we're gonna have to work on the counter next. We're working on this wall first. Don't get distracted. Cliff, you're distracting, dang it. That's not, that should have a wall. Oh, that's perfect. I just put a perfect size right up in there. So yeah, we're going to tile this off best we can. We'll put a jumper here for his foot. And then he'll stand here looking out. Maybe we'll put the other lady over here, because coming at it at an angle, you would be able to see back in there. Look at all these perspectives. Yeah, you'd be able to see cop over there if we kept the doorway open. And then you got this. This coming together. Very good, very good. So we should continue this up best we can, just so that way that is all rounded. Let me just see if I have any. If not, we'll continue on and I will source some. Okay. None in there. There's a big one there, but I don't need a big one. Okay. I don't have the other two that I need, which is fine for now. We will find them later. As I'm looking down in the bucket. Find them later. Let's move on. So we know the 1x1s are not going to work back here because I want a larger. That guy will work, and then we'll bring it up. And he's a plate higher, which is fine. We'll figure that out when the time comes. Where are we at now? We should probably do this counter. So if I do the counter and I rip up this stud, build this wall, first thing we want to do, we're going to set this counter aside because it is being used. So we're just going to clip it off like so. I'm glad that piece came off. A lot less I have to move. Clip it off like so, and we're probably going to figure out our technique here. I'm actually going to pop these off and show y'all something. Oh, you know what? I have it next to me. There it is. Okay. This is an idea I had for pictures on the counter. And you just load it with different tiles of the sorts. Like that one doesn't necessarily look like a Lego set too much. I mean, yes, we all know it is, but you know what I mean? Like you just come to this diner and you see pictures up on the wall, maybe put a picture here or like a to-do list, and you got pictures here, you know? Maybe a few pictures on this wall on the inside, maybe on this side right here. There's a few ideas. Let me know what y'all think with this tile idea while we work on this counter. I'll leave it right here. What should we do? Should we do black and white tiles like that, or should we do pictures on the counter? I'm just going to leave that. I need my teal separator. No, I don't. That guy came right off there. Okay. Do that. That's fine. We're actually going to redo this because I want to have a stroller and a couple things. I got to visualize here. So we have this. Okay, so we got counter there. That's fine. Then we have baby. Baby could honestly be right there. So then that still leaves us room here. We could have 1, 2, maybe 3. Let me put that guy back. Baby can go there. It's going to be a crowded hallway, but she decided to have baby there, okay? So, oh well, right? Basically, we can... Now, the tile offsets. So we have to have a white tile here and then a white 1x2 jumper. Hold on. These little craft boxes are great for little pieces. So we need a couple of these in white and black. Perfect. Lots of white ones in here. Ooh, and black ones. Very cool. I don't know how many we're needing, but I'm just grabbing a bunch. I'll just throw them in the tote. That'll be fine. Okay. Gotta have a white jumper. Oh, wait, that could be... Let's put this here. Let's talk about it. Let's not have one there. Let's have them here. There and there. There with a 1 stud gap. And I need a regular tile. A regular 2x2 tile. I should just bring all the tiles over. My whole shoe tiles. All that for a tile? What? So let's do this. That would offset him. Oh, that's perfect. You see what I did here? I just put it in the middle. Why did I not think of that? But would that be too close still? Because we did have that issue earlier. That's why I have to offset it. Because it was in the middle. No, we are actually offset by 1, and that's perfect. You can have the stool there. So we're going to peel up this other one. and maneuver him to the side here, like that. And then we'll put a tile to fill him back in, and a white tile to fill him back in. Like it never happened, see? And then we'll just use this guy as reference. We'll have that there. Now we got to think about seating there. Where's our white 1x2 round? 2x2 round, sorry. Like, we'll use the yellow circle for reference so y'all understand where we're at. This here, this is the counter. This here is the seat. We're now going to see if the seat and counter touch. Come on, baby. Ah, they do. That's why it's not working. So he cannot be like that. It has to be out the other way like I originally had thought. Which is fine. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Totally. Ah, but then I mess up there. You know what? They're just going to have to be super close friends sitting next to each other. Where? Oh. No, that's an eyeball. I really don't think people want to sit on an eyeball. What's up, dude, Jude? Moo. You know what we could do? Oh, that don't work, dummy. Okay. So what are we doing here? Are we going to have pictures or tiles? What do we think? Either way, this is going to work out. So we're going to have it like that. Then there'll be a seat there and the picture below them. This side, still not sure yet. We could have a picture over here too. I do have the dots there, but we might be changing that. It just went blurry. I like this serving window, but let's talk about something. Little lady here is going to have to be off to the side. You see how she's over to the side here? Because if we put, yeah, that's what I was thinking. We can put a 1x3 in there. I'm sorry. I guess in this case it would be probably like a 3x3. More than likely a 2x3. I know they don't make 3x3s. That's not quite what I was wanting. What the heck happened to all my 2x3? It's in the other car. I'm dropping parts everywhere. Mamma mia. Oh, snap. Okay, we're pausing on that idea, but we shall return on that idea as we do need a serving window. It will be a 2x3. and it will have to be a makeshift because we also need a 1x up in there. I know what to do. We need to do this. So we're taking a 1x3 plate. This will be a 2x3, not a 2x4. We also need a 1x3. Let me see if I got one. Tile. What did I pull off of him? I don't remember. Okay, we'll find that later. We'll have to modify this idea. It's okay. We're going to slide it in, and the lip of the plate here will be what clasps this. They do, okay. There we go. You see where I'm at with that? How it comes out? I don't like it, but I do. It'll do for now. That's kind of where we're going with it, but it does have to go up more. But she is, I don't know if this goes against OSHA, but I mean, that's quite a spot there. You know what we could do? We could try to modify to where it doesn't stick out that whole entire way by using jumpers. Sometimes, friends, you have to use your brains. Sometimes. We could modify it to where it goes just barely out. Sorry, I'm trying to look at it from the side here to see what we can do. Because if I use a jumper in here, honestly, we can make that work. A jumper is what's needed there. So if this was a 2x3 and 1x3 or 3x3, if I had one, we would put a jumper right here. So now instead of having, it's still a gap, a 1x gap, but it's now jumped half a plate, if you understand that logic. So what we could actually do now is get a brick and put it here for it to make sense to you. What did I do? My math here is wrong. I need a jumper right there is what it is. A stud. Let's use a stud on that back end for now. We use a pink stud for reference. We're going to put a pink stud inside of this brick. And then that way he can be jumped to the side, evened it out. Yes, you see what I mean here? Are we getting there? And now it's just a little bit more room. It's not touching her. Just a little bit more squeeze room. Again, this will be, this will be all the way down on this end. We might even, I don't know. I will work on that eventually, but I want to get the rest of this kind of patched in here. The rest of this wall built. We'll work over here. Need a 1x square in white again. Pop that guy in there. So now that this is done here, even though we still need, oops. Still need to figure that out. That's okay. I need a 3x. We can do white. 1x3 in white. Need a 1x3 in white. There we go. That guy can go there, and then we're going to bring it up by a brick. A couple bricks, actually. Come on now. Okay. Now we got our counter. There is a stud here on the end. That's okay. We could put in 2 plates and then fill it in the rest of the way. That's what I'm going to do. And actually, it's perfect timing to put in a clip. So we're going to put in a modified stud with the clip right here on this end of the counter. Whoa, hello. Yeah, and then that way we can put a 1x2 tile on top. Somewhere around here. There we go. Now it all makes sense. And what you don't see is there'll be something clipped here. A tool, you know, like a chef's tool or something that they would use. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But so the counter is built in there, just like that. Here we are. A recap from the start. We put in a nice wall and window. We're about to finish it up. We would like to put in this window over here on that wall. We're about to build a wall here. I built the kitchen area. The kitchen area also flows with the dining area. And that's going to be aesthetically pleasing, honestly. Come on, baby. Why don't you like to stay focused? You do some work and then you lose focus. Just like me. And then we also finally modified our seating area. So we got to put in another seat here. Got to figure out that. Got to figure out a table here once we get this wall built in. You know what we're going to do? I think we're going to use our other pieces here to make this wall here open. I might end up I'm going to have to source some more later this week. But that way we can see off this way. Maybe not this side. Maybe we just make this end over here swing open with the officer, this wall. So we'll have both those walls swinging open is what we'll do. So instead of having that there, it would be something like this. Oh, shoot. I realized that that's not going to work. We are going to need this stud, actually, or this tile. That's going to have to be something else. Could use 1x3 there. But this is also just a stud, so we can use whatever. Nope, that's the actual thing, yeah? Yeah, that's built onto there. So it does need to be a 1x3. I have plenty of these. We'll just make one. For now, we'll move on. And then that way, this corner, though it's not white, it's brown, it's in the back, it don't matter. That way, this wall opens. We'll try to make it where it don't go all that way over there. This big guy will be stationary on that side, just like that. It's coming together. Wee mama. So that goes there. Considering this is bigger, it doesn't have to go up so high. What is that? 2, 4, 6, 8. We have a 1 by 8 here. We'll do that and add that guy there. We'll bring it off 4 studs off that end. Gosh dang it. Thank you. Oh, now you done screwed up. What'd you do? Oh. Okay. There we go. Now this wall here opens. Bam. This wall here opens. Bam. I just made my 16 by 16 way bigger. Imagine, though. It's kind of like a dollhouse effect, you know? Kind of like that new gingerbread house. I just seen that today. Speaking of gingerbread, we got gingerbread people. I just seen a new gingerbread house out for release this Christmas, this winter. That folds up into a house, and it also folds out to make 2 houses or shops or however. It's a cool idea. Same effect though. Made my diner bigger. It's looking so good. It's almost like we got all 4 walls on already. Still more progress to be done. We need to add one here. That guy is in the back. He can be tan. What's a color that I don't use? How about this maroon color? We'll use the maroon color back here. That shouldn't show through. This will be a wall. We're just going to use another plate. Let's use a purple plate there. Oh, wait. Now, just in case, we're going to use a black one. Just in case it happens to where it's showing on that back end. This pink maroon one here we can get away with. That's a 5 by. Well, we're going to make it a 4 by. So now that all lines up. Let's add in this window. I don't want it too far back. Maybe we should go 4 back. This guy's over here having his coffee. Standing in the corner having his coffee. Maybe it should go up 1 more plate. Yeah, we're going to go up 1 more plate. Do I have a 6 by? A 1 by 6 nearby? No? Okay. We'll go up right there. Yeah, that's perfect. That's about where I'm looking at it. Whoa, I just tear off the door like that, or the wall. Yeah, you can totally see him through the window. Very cool. He'll be over there waiting for his buddy to be walking through the door. Still not sure if he should have a cup yet or if the guy should be serving it to him. 2, 4, 6 right there. I gotta buy 4. And that cannot go there. What do you got there? That'll have to be a 3. Do I have a 1 by 3? Oh, look what I just found in here. I found another curve. So now we're just missing 1 for that wall. Oh, hello. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Forgot what I was doing. Oh, 1x3. Yes, I do. 1x3. Let's put a white stud. Give me one of them white studs. Yes. And that. Come on. Don't fight me. Thank you. Okay. I need to find another one of them hinges in white. I have them in green, but I really don't want to put green in all my white walls. It would not make sense. Doesn't look like I have a green one. Hold on, let me check this bucket. Nah, it's good. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. At the top or something. Okay. So now we got this moving wall, the back kitchen, the counter, the seating, the doorway. It is coming together. You know what? We're going to actually add not 1x4 on that side, so that way we can add a couple pictures and things there. We might swap that out for a 1x2 snot. I don't know yet. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we can add this 1x4. I gotta learn to stop throwing all my bricks everywhere. Okay, that's coming together. We got to figure out this other side. Maybe we build it up and then just throw that hinge on at the top. Yeah, maybe don't have something behind him because that's a small area to have something. Yeah, see, look here. Here we go again. Here's another perfect area for that hinge. So we will save it for that hinge. We'll build this up. We can put a picture here on this side of the wall. Yeah, sure will. Got to figure out a few parts. And we'll put that there, just like that. That guy. Need a 1x3. Fresh out of 1x3s. Yep, there we go. Okay, now I need another 1x3 or of the somewhat. Every time I go to build something, I end up knocking something else over. Is that too low? That might be too low. Hold up. Okay. this. We're gonna need more 1x3s. I can already feel it. This thing uses a lot of 1x3s. Okay, now we can just plate it all together. So we use the hinge, 2, 4, 5. We'll do a 4 and a 1. I don't ever use these. I used one of these, used it there. Okay, now we'll put our hinge here. That'll be perfect. This wall will then be sturdy and all in line. We'll be able to open it, see that seam, and this end. It's coming together. Now look at something, okay? I want to show y'all something. Let me find it. This right here is what it started out as. It started out as some dots and a base plate, literally. And then I put all this doorway booth table so that way y'all understood. Now you see where we're at. 1, 2, 3 tables, 3 booths. Okay. You still have the countertops and the kitchen, the doorway. That's still all the same. Okay. But your tables and booths, look at this. Your tables and booths only move down to 1 table, 2 and 1.5 tables, and 2 and 3 booths. So it's not really even a table over here. But it alludes into what could be over there. So yeah, it literally an idea. That's all it is. And this is somewhat kind of new to me, kinda. I have built habitats before, like last night on Clickin' and Brickin'. We had challenge night. I built a habitat. Very, very beautiful habitat. I love it. I built a few habitats on a smaller scale for a challenge I was in on Instagram a while back. And yeah, I really like the idea. So this is where I'm at with TMC Mock Tuesdays. I'm building a smaller scale so that way I have more parts to use in other mocks to come. I plan to do this for years and years. I need one more curve here. We're starting to get all level all around. We're going to build up this wall. I don't know if we're going to put, I did choose to put a picture here because I considered that when you're looking down at it this way, you're going to see what's in here through that door. You're going to see right there. So we can definitely put some pictures up on the wall. I still don't know how I feel about this idea down there. We could have some down there. What's up, Chip? Moo. Let's see here. I definitely need 1x3s or at least some 1x2s. I'm running out of white pieces. I did not prepare enough. Here's a corner, but I have yet to need a corner. Okay, I grabbed another tote with a few more parts. I have found 2 1x3s. We're on a roll. Oh man, that piece is just too big. Just barely too big. We could have them up here more in the wall. We'll save them for the top end of the wall. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's do this. This will be built all the way up. We need a plate, and then we're going to have to figure out what we're doing there for that guy. Let's see what we're doing with this wall. 1x4, 1x2, 1x2, 1x2s. 1x2s for everybody. There's another corner piece. Dang, this is going to take up a lot of pieces here. Just like that. That one row took up a lot of pieces. You know what we could do? Could have a clip. Ooh, have an idea. Hold on. Okay, so I found my last curve that I need for that wall, which is perfect. Perfect. I don't know. We might need one more. I'm not sure yet. I'm currently below the table, searching through a few totes here that I had on the floor. And yes, I am on the floor tonight. There's nothing wrong with playing Lego on the floor. I need to find a 1x2 clip because I would like to put up a broom right in this area as you see it from this side. So then there will be a broom sticking right here. And I had a bunch of them come by me earlier, but of course now that I need them, they're probably at the bottom of my dang bucket by now. Stupid wire. I need a wireless. Dang, what the? Oh, wrong tote. Haha. This one's definitely got to have one. This is more 1x2s. Wow, maybe I am just either blind or SOL, as my grandfather would put it, and I'm not. I found a clip. Smash that like button, that's right. Let me just grab a broom. Just find a broom here. I don't have enough brooms. That's not even all of them. Oh, man. Let's put in a broom. It's a TMC mock. Gotta have a TMC broom. Right? See? Back there in the corner. Yeah, you know what it is sticking up. Ain't nobody gotta tell you. You know it's a broom there. See, you see it from both ways. You see it better from this way. Ta-da! Maybe we should have a clip inside here for another broom. Little details, little details. I just broke that wall. Okay. Well, let's put another 1x3 there. Let's do this. Find another white square right there. Now that's all one. So that's a 4x4 right there. I no longer have 4s. Running out of room. That goes up front. Yeah, there we go. Do. Well, how far did my pieces get me in? An hour and a half into it. That's not bad. I sourced enough pieces to get me that far. It's pretty damn good. I don't need 1x2s. I keep searching for 1x2s for some reason. Okay. We won't worry about it right now. We'll just use 1x2s. And go from there. Let's get that to par. Perfect. Need a 1x4 there. Or could put in another window. One, 2 bricks. 1.5 bricks. That one's slightly higher over there. Should we have the depth? The perception there? No, they need to be even. They got to be even? Yes. That guy there. Perfect. So instead of putting a picture there, we'll put a picture here in this corner. That way you can see it right behind Mr. Gingerbread Man's head. This would be about the space for that. We use some 2x to finish this off. We are going to have to... No, that's in sturdy, so that's fine. That's a 1x8. So those are perfectly lined together. They are one stud, one plate lower all the way around on that corner, which is perfect. And actually with this, we would just need a brick height. We could honestly put a brick here and there. Am I wrong? Let's test that. Let's look at that theory. Let's look at the theory. And the survey says I am right. My Lego math is right. So I'm going to put a whole brick, this whole length right here will be 2 plates. This whole length right here would be 1 brick high. We just need a plate here. Then everything will connect. Well, this won't connect, but it'll start to line up seamlessly. Man, it is coming together. Let's add a 1x2 to him before I forget. And added. Okay. So that's there. So those would actually connect. So that's That's a 7. Well, we're not going to worry on that guy too much just yet. Finish off some of this other stuff. And this will be the hinge where that guy's going in the corner. So then that all would match up. For the time being, I'm going to add a green hinge. Only for now, because it's the one closest to me. That's not the side. I totally went to the other side. There we go. Now that wall is safely in. That green is not staying. It is for now. So we got both sides that open. Oh my gosh. My mocks just keep getting better and better. I'm telling you, I'm going to end up selling my mocks. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't get too big of a head. Okay. Need some 4x right here. I guess 2x is all I got. 1x2. I don't know why I keep doing that. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Oh. No, that's not quite what I needed. Yes, yes it is. I am wrong. Okay. So we are going to add the one brick, right? No, this has to be built up more. We're not using that guy. Ooh, I found some good pieces. Pots over here. Dang. All right, I'll go with it. Yeah, we'll go with it. So that has to come up one. That's fine. We can use some of these. Maybe I should find one more 1x4. I thought I had a couple. Yes, I do. Okay. My table idea right there is falling apart. Cool. So we got everything around to this point right here on the same level. We need one more 1x4. And then we can add one brick high to the rest of it and get it seamless all the way around on all walls. Yes, this diner is coming together. Then you got the kitchen and everything back there we still got to do. Yeah, she's starting to get some weight to her. Love it. Okay, gotta find another 1x4. Oh, another 1x3. I don't know why I use so many 1x4s. I have so many of these little 1x2 white ones. Let's just do that. Get it up and out of the way. Okay. Now we can do this. We can add all that we want to it. Trying to find another 1x8 in white. Nah, I'm so good. Dang, all them clips just scratched my finger. Okay. This guy, he can go to the top of that, but that won't work actually. Dang, may not actually get to use that until probably, shoot. Yes, going here, making it seamless, you know? No, that's not how it's going to work because that's a false wall. I can't use this piece. I've made it to where I cannot use that piece. That's okay. Sometimes you can't. That wall keeps slamming in. There we go. No, we're not going to use Technic pieces. I was going to use a Technic brick, but I'm not going to anymore. Just got to figure out some of these pieces because I'm running out of pieces right now. This can be a corner. Now that has to be a 1x3. Got plenty of corners. 1x2s. Oh, see, so we're going to need one more of these curves. I'm going to have to still find one this week. Dang. It's always got to be that one last piece. Found one in tan. We could improvise. I could leave it blank. I'm probably going to leave it blank. Dang, I was hoping just to find one right then. Well, shoot. That was worth a shot. What's next? That. You know what? We could probably fix all three of these guys together with that corner. So that way our window and wall sections and door are all steady together. And then add in a 1x. There's an idea. We might not use this snot piece here, but if I get the roller, if I can find my rolling piece, we can hang it out like a light, and then we'll do the same right here on this other side at the same height. And we'll have two two light lamps hanging off. Cool. Cool. Yeah. See, because that would interfere with the opening there to have that. Dang. Could almost use this, but then everything would be offset again by a plate. I'm not trying to offset everything again. Okay, here's where we're at. This is what we did this week. Might work on it a little bit myself this week. Don't know. I got a pretty busy week this week. Said a week a lot. Hope everybody has enjoyed tonight's build. I have. It's been such a fun build. We got a lot of progress done. And yeah. So, real quick, everybody, hit that like button. Do subscribe if you're not. And go check out the minifigclub.com. 25% off your first monthly subscription. MooCow25. Moo.